Hello everyone, welcome back to City Skylines, Gemini Islands. Oh, what a beautiful day in the city it is, that is for sure. Now, as you can see, we've got a really nice skyline going on there. We've got a really nice neighborhood going on right here with the trains going through it. You know, I want to go ahead and expand on this area right here a little and go ahead and get some more residential built in throughout here, and then I don't know, just kind of go from there and see what we want to do today. So let's go ahead and we're going to take that out because I want this to be more of an like a cross T intersection rather than a curve right there. So I want that to come out and that to go there. And then I want this part of it to go ahead and curve this way. So actually, I want to get rid of that. Now, I have been doing some thinking, and, you know, it took me about, oh, I don't know, probably 10, 15 minutes to really figure out exactly what I wanted to do with this episode. And that made me realize that, you know, this episode's kind of, or the series, actually, is kind of coming to an end, you know? There's only so much that we can do with this city. But there's other things that I want to do with City Skylines too. There are some mods that, you know, that I use in here and everything. And, you know, what I want to know from you guys is the mods that I use, do you know how I use them? Are you wanting a tutorial on them? Do you have questions about them? What do you want to know? Or are there other mods that are out there that you have questions about that you've seen people use or that you have used yourself that you're wanting to know more about? Maybe I could finagle around with that mod and maybe I could do a video on it like I did with Traffic Manager President Edition. I don't know. It's just, you know, just a thought, just something that that came into my head. Not really, you know, sure how much I'll be able to do with that, but I would like to at least try something new. You know, people seem to like my what is that? My Traffic Manager mod. So if there's, like I said, if there's something that that you want me to do, let me know and I will try and figure it out. Now, first I need to now figure out how to do this. See if I can't get this in here correctly. And then I'm going to get rid of those. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to curve it. No, I'm going to take it and I'm going to curve it this way. There we go. Just like that. Now, this is actually going to make for a really nice neighborhood down here. I do want to fill in this little patch right here. So why don't I go ahead and do... Hang on, that's not what I wanted. Let's do grassline roads, and I'll have one come straight out there, and that can actually go straight to there. This is going to go, let's have it go that way to there. And that's not going to go across, but that will. That's actually going across already, which is fine. Just leave that there. And then that will go straight across too. And then that can come down this way. Perfect. Have that line up with that. This can come down here. And then I know these houses are really close together, but I think I'm going to have them go a little bit further apart this way. Now, that makes me mad. That makes me mad. I want that to connect up. I think what I'm going to have to do here is I'm just going to have... What if I go to... Because that's not going to... It's going to curve. Well, I guess that'll work. That'll work. Fine. Fine. I'll deal with it. And then let's connect that up. And then I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we'll be okay down here. And then let's go ahead and just going to fill this area in with housing, you know? I mean, it's not the most ideal area to live. However, when you're looking at certain areas of cities, you know, they have some houses built in the oddest areas. They really do. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and take it off the avenue And then since this is such a low density area, I'm going to go ahead and get the get commercial on here. Now I am going to add in a little bit of parking just to give people a place to go to with their cars and everything. So I'll go ahead and put one parking lot there and then another parking lot there. Plus it'll help with the you know, with the parks and everything like that. Speaking of parks, there is one that I want to add in here, and that happens to be this Fountain of Life and Death. I'm going to go ahead and add that in. Now, part of the reason why I'm adding this in is I am going to try and eventually get up to the fusion power plant, which that's another monument right here, this fusion power plant. Now, the problem with getting to that, though, is that you have to have at least 1,000 abandoned buildings in your city. Unfortunately, right now, I have 0. Because I have the automatic bulldoze mod, and that gets rid of any abandoned buildings that are in the city. So that's going to have to be, I don't know, that's going to be really interesting to see how I can pull that off. I think the easiest way to do it is in any other city building game that you have, whether it be this one, SimCity, or anything else really, you know, you increase taxes and that will make stuff go abandoned. I mean, it's simple fact. It happens. So I want to let's just make this come on down here. Now, I could bore you with, filling all of this in and everything and blah, blah, blah. I don't think I'm really going to do that. I think I might just go ahead and do, and I am going to do a cutscene. Let me get this filled in and I will be right back. Okay, so that really didn't take nearly as long as I thought it was going to. It only took a couple minutes. So really, with this, actually, I kind of missed something here. So I need to have a road come straight down the middle. Now, I didn't make it the same all the way down when it came to, how many spaces are in between. I left some a little bit bigger than others, a little bit wider, a little bit smaller. And mostly because, I want to go ahead and get, I want to get some footpaths in between some of these, if I can go ahead and get that to line up correctly. There we go. And then really that's just going to help overall with this area and just the movement of people. You want to look at your cities as you're doing them, and you want to make sure that you have ways for people to get around from place to place. Now, with this, or with that being said, I should say, I'm definitely going to look into getting some bus routes in here and connecting. I think I have a connection still over in, where's Grand Central? I should still have either 1 or 2 connections left in here. Actually, it looks like I might even have 3 connections left. Let's take a look at this. No, I've got 2. 2, possibly 3. But it looks more like 2. It does. It looks more like there's 2 left. So that's going to be pretty good, So we'll have some really good bus routes that we'll be able to do, which will be really nice. Actually, I'm really excited about that. Now, let's go ahead and get... Our demand has actually been staying pretty steady throughout this whole process when it comes to whether it be commercial or residential or anything like that. It's been very, very steady. Now, I don't really have... I'd like to have this road connect to that one, but I don't really think that that's going to work. No, it's okay. It's okay. I think that'll be fine. So now what I need to do, let's go ahead and get all of this filled in. And then after I get it filled in, I'm going to take a look at some services. Actually, I'm just going to fill in... Oh, let's see. I'm going to take this and fill it in down through there on 3. And then this down through here on 3. Yeah. And then that there. And then the rest of this could actually be... That is not what I wanted to do. The rest of this can be commercial, since that's going to be all the way around, and then this is all going to be commercial as well. Now, I thought about doing, you know, like a couple shopping centers and stuff like that, but yeah, I don't really feel like that's warranted down here. I feel like there's something that I need to do with this area. And I have a feeling... Let's see, don't I have... Let's see, Ferry Depot, a harbor. I do have a harbor. Oh, I could do a harbor. Ooh, I could. I very well could do a harbor. It's actually not what I was planning for this episode, but now that we're getting into that... Oh, and I totally forgot. I did something over here that I didn't do on camera, and I forgot to tell you guys about. Let me get this filled in here real fast. So I went ahead and filled this whole area in with industry. And the main reason why I did it was because I really wanted to just to get it going. You know, I wanted to get this area filled in. I've had the roads laid out forever, but nothing is in here, so I went ahead and zoned it up. And we'll see what happens. I have a little bit, like very, very teeny, tiny bit of industry down there, but you know, we'll see what happens with that. All right, now let's get back to over here. So I have zoning up now for residential, and I think we'll go ahead and go as far as to there. Yeah, we'll go to there. And then there's going to be some interesting things that we put in here. So in order to get to that that power plant, I need a couple different buildings. This was definitely one of them. The tax office is another one, and I really want to get that in over here because I think that's going to be really beneficial. Just by the way it looks, you know, just with the way this building looks, being over here in this cute little neighborhood, once this builds up around here, I think that'll be really nice. You know, you picture this with all of these houses and everything. I think it'll look really cool. Oh, no. You know what? I just had an idea. Ooh, I just had an idea. Okay, pause the game real fast. I need a district. And I need a district to go... okay. So Prospect Square, I think, is going to continue onto this side of the tracks. It'll stay on this side of the track. And then over here on this side... Let me see. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? I think this is going to be the dividing line right here. Dale Park. I like that. So we'll have that be the dividing line, and we'll go to there. And then what I'm going to do is there is... if I can remember exactly where it is, it's going to change the theme of this. It is some type of... It's crap, what is it? I think it's a policy. I think it's a policy. I don't remember exactly if it's a policy. Taxation, city planning. Whoops. Come on. It is a European theme. Maybe it's in here. Yes, here it is. European Suburbia. That's what I want. Haha, there we go. That's exactly what I want in here, is European Suburbia. I think that's going to make this look really nice. I think it's going to look really cool. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, because now all of this stuff is going to demolish and rebuild. But it's going to be worth it. It's going to be totally worth it. While we're waiting for it to rebuild, let's go ahead and look at our services here. I know I've got schools out policy on this, but I'm not going to put it on this. So I'm going to do at least, let's see, let's do one elementary school there. We'll do one there. And then, pardon me. And then I think I'll do another one here. And I actually need to have, now that I'm looking at this, I didn't make any real big connections here with this. So let's put a connection there, and another connection there. It's not necessarily going to help out when it comes to education, but if I put another one... Oh, that's a path. Okay, so let's put another one right there. That'll help. And then a high school. Let's have 2 high schools in this area. Let's put one there. And I'll put one over here in this corner. So that'll cover a really decent area. And it brings our high school eligibility or capacity up a lot. So that's good. University, we're actually kind of struggling with that. I really need to get a second university in this city. Wow. Huh, interesting. Very interesting. I've never had to do that before. Never had that issue before. Okay. Well, that could be something that we look at later on down the road. I just want to get this stuff done for now. All right, so health-wise, I'm gonna need some clinics. Let's go ahead and put one right next to the railroad track. And we'll put another one down here by the high school. You know, because high schoolers, they're teenagers. They're gonna get injured. They're gonna get hurt. It happens. But I think those 2 should be fine. Now, crematoriums, on the other hand, I'm gonna need some extra of those. Just because I like to have the coverage of the crematoriums. For some reason, I have not had... I've only had a couple really huge death waves in this city, which has been very nice. That we haven't had to deal with a whole lot of that lately. But I think that part of it's probably because of the way I've built. Another part of it's probably because of the amount of death care services that I have in here. Because I definitely have a lot. I have a capacity for 4,300, which is more than enough. I think the most... Well, no, we have had a really big death wave that happened at like 1,500 people at once, I think, is what was happening. But yeah. So anyway, we're up to 140,000 people, which is really good. I'd really like that to increase by the end of this episode, but I don't really foresee that happening. But we'll just have to wait and see. Fire coverage. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, fire coverage, it is, I'm just gonna have to put it somewhere. Okay, so let's put a fire station there. I don't really have anything over here, so why don't I put another fire station right there? And then I could actually... I didn't have all those parking lots in there. Let's put another fire station there as well. I think that'll be okay for now. We'll just have to wait and see. What if we go to police? Okay, so that's a bit of a concern. I didn't realize that was so bad. We're gonna have to take care of crime in the next episode. We're gonna have to take a bite out of crime is what we're gonna have to do. If you remember that and know what that is, then you're right there with my age. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I can't believe that just came out of my mouth. Take a bite out of crime. Really? Oh boy. Anyway, let's get that in there. And I think if I put one more over here, and yes, I do want to put it like right next to the high school, and I think we'll be fine there. Okay. Now, does we have, really? Really? My grammar is not, it's just not there. It really isn't. But do we have, I was thinking to myself, do we have water? Yes, we have water over there. We are completely fine on that front. Now, I will say that since we have put down the recycling center from the last episode, I haven't seen any issues at all from trash. And it appears that that recycling center is, I mean, it has everything basically covered. I mean, we have no issues at all. There are no landfills being used, which I don't think I've built any landfills, honestly. But we're doing completely fine. How many garbage trucks is this thing using right now? 8 out of 125, that's it. Wow. Really? That's it? Interesting. Okay. You know, I had a thought in my head about what this episode was going to be called, and now I don't remember what the heck it is. Dang it! I'm going to have to go back through and watch this myself. I really am. Alright, anyway. Alright, so the game is on fast forward. Really, all we're doing is just waiting for this to fill in. I mean, that's it. You know, the faster that this gets filled in, the better it's going to be, and the more complete this city is going to look for sure. But I'll tell you what, that is a huge area to get filled in. Like, I mean, that is enormously huge. I guess it would help if I completed the district too, which now I just remembered what this episode is going to be called, because that's part of it. So the episode is going to be called European Suburbia. Yes, that's right, European Suburbia. I'm not really seeing a whole lot happening right now, but I think, again, a lot of that's just because we just started building homes out throughout here. You know, it's taken its time for sure, but I don't know, I'm really liking it. I don't know, I don't know if I can really tell the difference between the European Suburbia buildings and the regular ones. I mean, we've got these, like that one, and then you have that one. I mean, they all kind of look this. Well, I guess they're a little bit different. I guess. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's different. Okay, fine. I'll agree. It's different. But that's okay. So that's gonna take a while. Actually, you know what? Duh. We don't have any parks or anything like that in here. So let's take a look at that. Actually, what I wanted to look at is under monuments. What interesting parks do we have in here? Official park? Much official. Very park. The official park is a neat little park that people can visit. Required for the Eden project. Well, let's go ahead and build this then, because I want to be able to get as many of these monuments unlocked as possible by the time this series is over with. A grand library. Ooh. Ooh, pretty. It's really big, though. It's really big. But that could definitely be the focal point for this area. What do I have down here? I mean, I could always make something smaller. Let's see. What if I like the way that looks. What if I move this to there? If I get rid of that. And I could place... Actually, I could do that. I could place the library here. And then I think I can put the road still in here. Or, we could do this instead. Let's move this to, say, right there. And then I can keep my road there. Just have it go around the building since it's, well, you know, big. And actually, instead of having it curve, why don't I just have it go at an angle? Yeah, an angle's better. Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. And then I'll take this down to there. And then I can put, let's see. I'll put a parking lot there. Can't put a parking lot next to it because they're too big. But I can put, let's put another one there. Actually, no, get rid of that one. I don't want to put that one there. Okay. And then I can take sidewalk, or path, I should say, and go all the way around. Just like that. Very, very nice. And then I think we'll take some trees. Well, let's see. Let's get some pretty trees. Or some regular trees, at least. Put some regular trees in here. And then a couple purple ones. And put those in there. A couple... Yeah, just put one over there. One by itself. So there we go. That's nice. Get that grand library in there. That's really cool. That works. And then that's going to help boost this whole area. It is. It's gonna help increase the land value a lot. That is for sure. Now, this is going to be a district in itself as well. Which, I need to take this off of there. Not entirely sure how that's going to work, but we'll see. Interesting. All right. Okay. All right, so that'll be good. That'll be fine. What do we have over here? So, still building up on the houses, of course. But now that I've got this in here, why don't I go ahead and do like a tiny... Maybe like a couple shops like in the middle of this here, and then the rest of it can be residential. And then that could all be residential, that's all residential. And then we're good. All the way down here. Very nice. Now, I definitely want to get, you know, some more parks and stuff like that in here. But for right now... Oops, that does not need to be that. For now, I don't really think we're going to have a whole lot of... stuff to do until all of this gets built up. So honestly, I'm just gonna have to let the game sit and build and build and build until we get this filled up. So for now, I think we're good. I think that's it. You know, a little shorter episode than normal, but you know, we've accomplished what I wanted to do. Actually, we went into a completely different direction than what I wanted to in this episode, but that's okay. You know, ended up doing something that I didn't plan on doing, and it worked out pretty well. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please go ahead and do so. If you have, thank you. Appreciate you coming back to the channel. And you know what? Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So, thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.